and my leg just folded, collapsed.
You fell.
I couldn't do anything about it. Like I got on my leg and I was like, oh, and then I just crumpled onto the deck on my side and just laid there in agony for like 15 minutes. We're back at it. What's up?
Totes. Full totes. Maximum totes. Has anyone used that yet?
Totes. No, we had a friend with a band named Tonar, like totally gnarly.
Oh, yeah.
Tonar. Pretty good.
Yeah. Remember Narkill?
Yeah, Narkill.
Yeah, people always quote that to me. They do it's probably, actually, it's for sure the greatest acting role of my career, but people quote me on the thing that I say in that movie. Like people, but it's how, because I read so terribly. I'm like, why are you saying? And I'm like, oh, I said that, didn't I? 'Cause right before I ate the CD and threw it at the person. Because that was when I was in Haggard, and the night before.
Oh yeah,
Julie. Right. What was Steve?
Remember we both went out to Pennsylvania to do our Haggard cameos.
Oh, I have to mention to Gregsy, who watches this show, I've been saying the barracks.
Yeah.
And he messaged me and sent the clip to me saying, "You idiot, it's barracks. You're saying
it's
barracks."
Not that far off.
Well, I got checked. I feel like Gregsy is more critical and that is more precise. And I apologize to everybody if I was saying barracks. I meant the barracks. Thank you.
But it's a double entendre. It's supposed to mean the barracks.
Yeah.
But it's Bara and Eric.
Right.
So it's barracks. Yeah, but
I said it incorrect. I appreciate it.
You're right. You get a pass.
Then fuck off, Gregsy.
He gets a pass.
I just got a pass.
And he's probably just hypercritical of your Aussie accent or lack of.
He's hypercritical. The end.
The end. Okay, cool. He sent me some good footage though, so I appreciate it.
Because he's hypercritical. He's got the eye.
Yeah.
One of the better vert filmers I've ever seen, ever.
Have you been skating?
No.
No?
2 weeks off.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why? It's so hard for me to hear.
The last time I was here, nobody was here. Everybody left. And I was like, I don't want to skate by myself. And then the other time, I almost skated on the weekend, but Colin and I couldn't get down there in time. And he was like, well, I'm not doing it later. And at one point we were in the car on the way there and Tiger was like, you know what, Dad, let's just go home and watch the fights. And I was like, really? After all that? Okay.
You were coming down a weekend?
Yeah.
You know you're in for traffic from hell though.
Yeah, but I'm used to, I drive everywhere all the time.
I know, same.
It just never, I feel like you're the only person that agrees with me that driving is not like.
It's not even a thing.
Yeah.
I had to drive home from Glendale yesterday on a Sunday, and that's just a recipe for disaster. Like on a weekend.
Oh, okay.
Glendale's way north of LA.
Yeah.
And it only took 2 hours. Woo, lucky break.
It is like, I know.
Yeah.
People, I can't deal with it anymore. And I'm like, I don't know. I actually can deal with it. There's podcasting. They're great to listen to while you're driving a car.
True.
You know, it's not just...
I did Mark Maron. Do you know the WTF?
Of course I do.
Yeah, so I did Mark Maron. That was at his house. So then we drove home from his house.
You just did that?
Yesterday, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was fun. It's cool.
Did you mention the podcast?
Yes, I think so.
Right? They would have had to have brought that up.
I think so. I don't. It all went by so quick, and there was no segue for ending. He's just like, all right, thanks for coming by. You know what I mean? It was like, oh, we're done. Got it. So
man, I went to the beach yesterday and I am sponsored by this jewelry company, Clocks and Colors. And they gave me a bunch of jewelry and I really liked the jewelry. And they gave me hats to choose from. Like, I don't want to call them douche hats because they're, you know what I mean? But to me, most guys that wear them are douches. So I got this hat.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying.
But I put it on and it looked all right. And my wife was like, yeah, it looks pretty good. And I was like, I'm going to start wearing it. So I go to the beach and I put sunblock on because, you know, I'm a fair guy. And then I took the hat off for a little bit, just for a little bit. But I guess the hat the bit that it was on, rub the sunblock
yeah,
off in a
I see it,
band.
yeah.
I just have a tattooed ring around. I mean, a sunburnt ring around my head.
It's like you got it filled in with red.
Yeah.
In those areas.
My head hurts, but just in one strip, right? It's like I got hit in the head with a belt or something. Did you ever get belted at school?
No.
Did they?
They didn't do that. I mean, I went to school in the late 70s, and there was definitely, it wasn't like you were going to get arrested for it, but they were shying away from it.
Oh, they'd stopped.
Yeah. Like capital punishment, corporation, whatever.
No, yeah, not capital, I don't think.
Corporal? I don't know. What is it?
All right, dude, don't ask me. I didn't go very long. And because
well,
people keep hitting me.
You seem pretty confident when you say, well, it's not capital.
I feel like capital punishment is like,
that's the
I just always assume it with you're going to jail for a long time or something. Not getting the belt.
Yeah, sorry guys, I don't know my semantics, but
so you never got the belt. They never hit you with a book or anything.
No, I saw a kid in my class get whacked with a big textbook.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh, I'm not gonna get on her bad side,
right? But not call the authorities.
No,
that kid was assaulted.
It was like 1977 or 78. Yeah. No one's calling it. No,
I used to get the belt. I mean, I went to a private school before I got expelled, and I used to get the belt from the headmaster. And then the last time when I got expelled, that was when I broke that bigger kid's arm. He over a marbles game because he stole my marbles. But my dad went in there, and I was like, "Oh, I'm in so much trouble." Like principal, my dad, like we're gonna get so screwed over. And he hit me with the belt before my dad got there, and my dad was like, "What are you doing?" and went ham on him. And
oh wow!
Started threatening him, and the door was open so like other people could hear it, and some of my friends saw it. It was the last day I was ever at that school.
Oh yeah, you told me that.
Yeah. So we walked out, and I remember thinking that worked out awesome.
Yeah, I'm never getting hit again.
Yeah, but then I immediately started getting hit in the car.
Oh, which is worse.
Yeah, no. You know what? I don't think anyone should hit anybody, but I felt better with my dad hitting me than just some dude.
Got it, yeah.
It was just kind of, and the belt. With the buckle, man. Like the buckle would get you. Yeah, crazy how they did that. Like if they did it now, that guy would be on the news.
Yeah. Oh, please.
He'd be like,
well, and someone would be videoing it.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
that's wild. Speaking of video, I was watching the X Games in Japan.
Yeah.
Because I was supposed to have been there doing some commentary and also skating the best trick before I got hurt.
Oh, okay.
And when I got hurt, they shifted gears, and I'm going to try to do it next year. But it was super hard for me to watch. It was really like I was getting depressed.
Right. I've noticed that
because I was like, but also I thought I'm excited. There's a vert contest. I'm really excited.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what it was that when I was watching warm-ups, that was more tangible to me and identifiable in the sense that like, oh, I could be there skating and doing stuff.
Mm.
And then when I saw, I watched the best trick event.
Yeah.
And I was trying to imagine myself in the best trick event.
Yeah.
And then I got stoked because I was like, I wouldn't like nothing I'm doing is on this level or of this caliber of skating.
Yeah.
You know, my tricks they're like shove it, grind stuff. Yeah, they're hard, but these guys are doing like Mitchie Brusco did.
I know. I saw it.
You saw it?
Yeah.
Varial kickflip McTwist?
Yeah.
Dude.
I know.
And then what was it? Tate did Ollie 1'5".
And then what's his name did a tray flip.
Oh yeah. Clay, tray flip backside. Guy did a Indy 9 and a 1080.
He did an Indy 9.
Indy 9, yeah.
Holy shit.
And a 1080 first try.
First try.
Yeah. And so because it was so far beyond what I would even consider attempting, I was like, this is awesome. I got like, it totally shifted my enjoyment of it.
Yeah. Which bit bummed you out then?
Just seeing people get warmed up and doing tricks and where I felt like I identify with it. And like, I feel like I would be there in the mix doing it and feeling like, not an equal, but a peer.
Yeah.
And then when it got to that level, I was just like, oh, I wouldn't even want to be in this contest.
Yeah.
And now I can watch it with pride and enjoyment.
Okay. Yeah.
And don't not bum out on my leg.
I think it's inspirational that you can get that emotional watching it because it's been such a long time. You've been skating for such a long time. It surprises me to hear somebody have that much passion after how much skateboarding you've done.
Well, I think
you know,
it was
that
also
story you're telling me right now.
But it
I
was
remember
also
feeling
that
like
I was. It was also that I was supposed to be there.
Yeah.
If it was an event that I had no connection with or didn't even know was happening, I'd probably
Okay.
just watch and be like, "Oh, that was cool. That happened." But the idea that I was, and that's just such a reminder that that's one thing I had to let go when I got hurt is X Games Japan, and I was kind of one of the reasons that they put a vert ramp there in the first place.
Oh.
So because they actually contacted me and said, "Hey, if we did a vert ramp at this, if we did a vert event at this Chiba X Games are planning, would you come out for it?"
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Yes, I would. I would come out for a vert because there's very few vert events. I would come out and skate best trick or whatever."
But instead, they got the dingo.
That's cool. But also, you know, and there was no for them, according to what they told me, they did not plan that to put vert in.
Oh shit!
Like, there was not going to be a vert event there.
Did it go well?
And
It looked
so-
like that was one of the better events.
Oh my god, it was amazing. Yeah, absolutely.
Did everybody
So-
else agree, or we just,
They're still there. I haven't talked to anyone directly about it.
seems like the most I see on social media is from that
yeah,
part of the
yeah,
contest
for sure.
because
Yeah.
the vert guys are going off. What happened to Eddie? What's his last name? I love that guy,
Yeah.
man. When I didn't see him on the podium, I just take it as you didn't make a ride.
Did
'Cause
you?
You're
I didn't see
insane.
I haven't watched the whole vert finals yet, but
Yeah,
did you
me
see
neither.
he was trying? I'm pretty sure I got this right. He was trying to do front side body varial 7.
What? Wait, a frontside
Front
7?
side 7. Yeah, with a body varial. So he's going up. Remember how
Does
Sean
that mean
White?
that he can already do a frontside 7?
I don't know. I don't know.
So
You
instead of doing a regular one, he's doing a body varial one.
Yeah, because do you remember how Sean White used to do that? He would grab front side and then throw it into a stale fish, front side 5.
Yeah.
So he's doing that, but it very much looked like he was just going to keep going around. And he would throw it away when he was just about to put it on the wall.
So he's spinning a 7,
It looked like
a
it.
frontside 7.
Or he just overturned the other one and then I'm projecting. I don't know.
You would.
It looks like that's what it is.
He would make sense that he would
Yeah.
be trying that.
Yeah. I mean, we've never seen a frontside 7, right?
Yeah, he's one of the most, to me, that gets the adrenaline going. And like
Yeah.
you were saying in the best trick, like when he skates, I go, oh.
Yeah. What is
Yeah,
your
like
cup?
I don't get like, oh man, I would have. I just go, oh, okay.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? What do you
Yeah,
do? Because I don't
exactly.
even know exactly what you do.
Yeah.
And every time you do it, I go, holy shit! Those the Indy 5s, the kickflip Indy 5s that he
That's
does.
so great.
I'm like, God, they're so
It's
good.
so great. I know. I feel
You know,
the same
someone
way.
sent me that Indy 9 that I have again, like just I think that Vert Instagram posted it, and I was like, man, you idiot! Like you could have made that. Like the way it worked, I was like, yeah, it's like my head's gonna hit the coping or something. I'm like, no, dumbass. If you look at the video, it looks like because that ramp with the resi mat, it was a piece of shit. You couldn't go high on it. And I'm like, if you could go higher, you would be coming in like an
Yep.
Indy 5.
Where was that?
I have no idea. You got to be joking me. That guy that was just in here talking to me about getting angry at rollerbladers in some other country, and I'm like, no, I didn't. And he's like, yeah, you did. And he's like, dude, at one point,
Why would you even consider that didn't happen?
Well, no, because he said that I fought them, and I know that I didn't.
Oh yeah, that.
And I was
sound-
like, no, I didn't. He's like, well, it got broken up, and I was like, okay, that's why I don't remember it
Mhm.
because I don't punch people.
right,
People think I do, but I don't. You know.
unless they're wearing
Punch-
punching gloves.
Yeah, then we agreed to it.
And we agree. I don't punch people unless they agree to it.
Mm,
That's a good philosophy.
right? I think
Yep.
that's pretty fair.
Yep.
Piss off way less people with that theory.
But yeah, with the X Games, I was, dude, I was just stoked they did a vert thing, and you know, it is weird that was the catalyst to make it happen. So I feel
Yeah.
weird about that, but at the same time, I hope that they understand how much better their programming was because they had it.
Yeah,
right?
so do I.
Yeah, and
So
so
they do it again.
But it was a rain check. So basically, they were offering me and my family a trip to Japan
Ah, shit.
to do it. So that's why the whole thing was like that. That's why I agreed to do it. I was like, oh, family vacation,
Yeah.
go to Japan. But it was also going to be really limiting because their COVID laws are still crazy. So we wouldn't have been able to go anywhere except the venue and the hotel.
Did it not change recently?
Not in Japan.
I saw that Neil Mims was on the plane when they said they don't have to wear masks on
Oh,
the
yeah, I
plane
saw that.
anymore.
Yeah.
He was pretty excited.
Yeah. Does that mean you have to wear them through the airports though?
I don't know.
I haven't flown since then. Find out soon.
Yeah. Yeah, I have no idea. Hey guys, Ellis, mate, Tony Hawk, Hawk versus Wolf, talking to you today about Fitbod. Fitbod is one of a kind. Is a one of a kind. It uses a one of a kind algorithm. Uses data to create a dynamic fitness plan just for you. So this thing helps you 24/7. You can have it on your smartphone. You can have it on your smartwatch, whatever you decide to use. But it's basically like a personal trainer. It keeps you motivated, keeps you going on your goals. Because I don't know if you know this, but if you ever wanted to get fit, like I'm going to use Fitbod for training for my next fight. Because even when I'm in a fight camp, sometimes I forget and I get sore, get a little demotivated, maybe say to myself, hey man, maybe I'll skip this day. Fitbod's not going to let you do that. It's going to keep you going. And if you want to get fit, there is only one way. There is no cheat to this. There is no thing where you sit down, you watch it, and you wake up fit. You got to put in the work. And it's too expensive to have somebody call you every day to tell you you have to get training. Let Fitbod do it for you. Build your fitness habit and become a better version of yourself with Fitbod. You get 25% off your subscription or try out the app for free, everybody, when you sign up now at fitbod.me/wolf. That's 25%, everybody, off your subscription when you sign up today at fitbod.me/Ellis. Get healthy. Man, I'm nervous about next week. I'm going to get stabbed with a bunch of needles.
In Colombia.
Yeah. Not nervous
But
about
you've done it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
The last time I was like, right when they went to put the needle in me, I go, where's the anesthesia? And they go, oh, no, Mr. Ellis. No. And I'm like, really? This just goes straight in? They're like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, okay, then. So I only had a few seconds to get nervous about it. Now I'm like, and it's in little joints. And I remember they told me little joints.
So what is the actual number of shots you're getting? Do you know?
7. And then my face as well. Danny
7
said,
in your face?
Nah, lots in your face. Which I'm kind of pumped on because Danny said, because it's different. I don't like, it's not the pain.
But is the face for aesthetics only?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It's not going to make my face faster or anything.
I don't know. Maybe there's something.
Nah, just for, to look younger. I look old lately, man. And it's free. So if it doesn't work, I'll be like, whatever. And Danny Way said it was one of the most painful things he's ever gone through. And I'm like, yeah, right, pussy.
So you're gonna find out firsthand.
I'm gonna do it and have video.
I would think Danny would have a pretty good handle on what hurts.
Yeah, well, let's see.
Wow.
But then I just talked to him yesterday or the day before because somebody, TJ Dillashaw, the UFC, he was the champ. He got outer injections, not inside the shoulder, and I have like a lot of injury from boxing, just throwing that jab all the time, so it's kind of always sore. And he was like, "Get that while you're there as well." And I just asked him on a Zoom call, like, TJ said you can get outer, and they go, "Oh, yeah, no, we'll stab you with that too." And I was just like, "This, I'm gonna be so."
How long do you have to be there for that?
A week.
Wow.
So when you get the needles, within a couple of hours, it starts to re-injure. So it kind of feels like you blew your knee out. But I will feel like my ankles, my knees, and my wrists and my shoulder will be blown out all at the same time.
And then what do you do in that week?
They got this whole place there. They're in a mall and it's all gated and they have a hospital there and all this other stuff in the mall.
But do you do rehab for all the
every day?
Every day.
You go in the hyperbaric chamber.
Doing that 3 times a week.
Does stuff.
Yep.
Makes you heal faster.
You saw me walking today?
With no cane.
Yeah.
Looking solid. So, Yeah, that, and then I'm also doing an IV of stem cells. I've never done that before either, so I don't know what that does. But I was like, yeah, sure, do it.
I like your curiosity that is very confident. So I don't know what that does, but
Yeah, but you gotta. Well,
you got to believe the process.
I don't
But at some
read-
point, a lot of it's all different. It's not like you're just doing the exact same thing.
No. Yeah, this will be something completely different. Yeah. But this is my theory. I've based it off. I saw Chuck Liddell go there, and I said, Chuck, how is your injuries from the injections? He said that worked. I know Chuck. Why would Chuck lie to me? I'm not gonna.
Sure.
He did. He
No,
don't.
I know that, but I'm saying you're talking about these injections and stem cells and but all of it is proven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From people I know. So I haven't read it in the book or it wasn't on the news. I just saw someone who got better from it. So I'm doing it.
Yeah.
But I saw a lot of other people that have they're old and they have like organs that are failing and they get the IV of the stem cell and it makes them do better. I heard Mel Gibson on Joe Rogan talk about his old ass dad, like in his 90s, get this IV and he's doing way better. So I was like, make my shit more youthful or give me 10 more years. This is how I see it. I'm like, if I get all these needles, I should have like good, not like they were, but solid knees and ankles and wrists for like, until I land on it.
Yeah.
That's the only difference. Like with skateboarders and all other sports people, you get all these injections and they fix it. You could, from here on out, just quit. Go live your life with no pain. But because they work again, you're like, ooh, I could probably do. What did I? Yeah, man. And then off you go again.
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what I'm going to do. Like I'm going to rip the shit out of all of those ligaments and joints.
You're already planning for failure.
Is it a failure? Because I feel
not failure, but you're planning for more destruction.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I would like to
because it's so satisfying.
I would like to not be destroyed anymore. I would prefer that.
I see your angle right now. That's pretty stable comment. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I am driven and I'm motivated, but in no way am I enjoying this at all or feeling like I'll just get back out there and do it. I'm heeding this warning about taking stuff for granted, about being cocky with my skating. But I did have last week when you came down here, I pushed it too hard and went into full panic that I did more damage, that I'm going backwards. And
I thought you heard it.
Yeah.
That much pain.
It was that much pain that I felt like I definitely did. I made a mistake, like without question. But also at some point after and every time that I've done stuff where I pushed it too hard, I have a day of recovery and a day that is painful. And then the day after that, I'm better. So the trajectory is always going up. This time for 2 days, it wasn't getting better, almost 3 days. And I was almost off my cane. I had to go back to my cane and I was like, oh, I fucked up.
Yeah.
But now it's better.
In 4 days. How long until it got
That's
better?
been almost a week now.
Okay.
But it was super scary. And I mean, if you want to know the details of what happened, I was skating, which I've been doing in my backyard a little bit. I tried to pump the vert ramp a couple weeks ago. And by the time that I got over halfway up, there was this intense searing pain right where the brake was. And it was so debilitating. It was like, I just physically I can't overcome the pain. I physically cannot do this.
Yeah.
Right. So I just need more time. So instead I've been skating and just pumping small transitions, trying to get my muscles back into pumping mode.
I saw that. You did a grind, right?
I did a grind in my backyard. Yeah. So that was exciting. And then I got a false sense of confidence.
Oh.
So then I came here and I was skating the little ramps behind the vert ramp and I got a good grind. Not like a scratcher, like I got a good grind. And I was like,
on the ramps in the street course.
On the 5-foot ramp. And I was like, oh, I think I could drop in. Like I think this is the next step.
Okay.
Right? So after my grind, I went up the other side and then I went to pop out Popping out was the biggest mistake that I have made in this whole recovery
Oh,
because I jumped to the deck instinctively my right leg first,
yeah.
and all the weight and coming up from the ramp, coming down onto just that leg, and my leg just folded, collapsed.
You fell.
I couldn't do anything about it. Like I got on my leg and I was like, oh, and then I just crumpled onto the deck on my side and just laid there in agony for like 15 minutes. So it wasn't even the drop in, it was the rollout.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, lesson learned.
Yeah, because you put weight on it when you didn't expect to put weight on it.
Yeah, and I think it's just more that I got so cocky in my recovery that it was like, I'm gonna go drop in, not even thinking that, dude, you can't even pop out.
All right.
What do you expect? So anyway, that was hard, and now I feel like just as of today, is when I'm finally beyond that.
Right.
Like where I've actually reached so that I'm better than I was.
Yeah.
And I'm going to keep going in that direction and not screw this up again. So, but a lot of unexpected, unforeseen circumstances. And anyway, but it also gives me a more steady timeline of getting back to it.
Yeah. Way
Instead
better.
of this super ramped up timeline.
It's too soon.
I'm never going to say it was too soon, but I was working towards it. And when I did have that sort of setback, it set back a lot from the timeline I was on. So I'm not on that timeline anymore, but I'm excited to, let's see. I want to do something by my birthday.
How long's that?
May 12th.
Man.
I want to do something. I don't know what it is.
Okay.
Maybe it's a drop in. Maybe it's, I could, if I could ollie right now, I'd be so excited.
Yeah, me too.
You'd be excited for me?
No, I can't ollie, I'm saying. Yeah.
You can ollie.
Yeah, I'm making a joke on how terrible I am on the flat ground. I know, but it's not good. I think it's good that demo is not happening right now, because if it isn't, then you can heal. When you want to heal, when it feels right.
Sure, but I like having goals.
Yeah,
and
you still
I
do.
I mean, it was a lofty goal, but I did like having this thing that I was working towards at a certain time.
Would you like it if the event was rebooked in the near future?
Right. I would love that. Yes,
say no more.
I would love it. But
just a little further back.
A little further back, yeah. But there were other extenuating circumstances. So,
do you see yourself skating to the same level you were?
That's a good question. I don't, but more by choice.
Yeah, because I feel like I'm hearing you say that you're gonna not. If it gets
I'm not gonna take risks like I did. I'm not gonna take and nor when I'm in the middle of a trick and I feel like it's a little off, I'm not gonna force it.
Right.
And not that I always do that, but I definitely had a habit of doing that.
Yeah.
Where I just threw something under my feet and now I can't recover that quickly to make it work. And so if it's not fully all systems go, I'm not doing it.
You're in my group.
What's that?
That's how I look at it.
You throw some stuff down though.
I feel like maybe I throw some stuff down because I'm so bad at catching when it's wrong that it's already happened before I got a chance to step off.
Yeah.
I feel like I make stuff sometimes I go, oh, you probably shouldn't have done that. Like I'm still way behind.
I think my goal now is that I want to finish this video project that I was working on before I got hurt. That's the goal. And I don't know what the timeline of that is, but that's what I want to do.
What project is that?
I was filming stuff only over the Bridge of Death.
Oh, okay.
And I was pretty much halfway done with the video of what I would consider worth putting out altogether.
Yep.
And actually the day I got hurt, we were going to shoot the next day and the day after only bridge tricks.
Yeah.
Like I was honing in on finishing it up. So I feel like that's the one project that got just completely stalled and is in limbo. And so if I have a goal, it's to do that. But I mean, that could be a year. It could be a year just because I want to
Right.
get proper tricks.
Right.
And you know what it takes to get proper tricks.
Right.
Fails for days.
Yeah. But, a year and you'll be skating good enough to
I hope
do
so.
all those tricks. You don't hope so. I guarantee that. Like, that's for sure going to
Hope so.
happen. It's just don't do it right now.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
Dude, that other day when I drove home, I was in so much pain.
Dude.
I was
Yeah.
like, and it's hard because my wife is more pragmatic and she is the one who's always like, don't push it. And I come home and I'm in that much pain and it's hard for her to have sympathy for that.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, yeah, duh. Why are you trying to drop in? What's the point?
Yep.
I don't know. I was feeling it.
I only see you once a week, so I can't even imagine what it's like to see you every day like that.
It's not every day. I have it like today's a good day.
I think it's
So when I did that grind, you'll like this.
the one you took a photo of?
Yeah. Cup cam.
Oh, yeah, and I saw that. Yeah.
So I was in the backyard trying to pump around and realized that I was doing frontside kick turns pretty close to the top.
Yeah.
And so I went cup cam and put it on the ledge and then did like
You got there by yourself.
by myself. Yeah.
Fucking champion.
So, and I did, I don't know, 3 or 4 little scratcher grinds.
Yeah.
And so that was like, I had already gone on the exercise bike, Peloton. I'd already done all my stretches. And then I was going to go do some swimming stuff after that. So I was actually waiting. I was in the hot tub waiting for it to heat up. I'm getting there. So I'm sitting just on the edge and I'm going over every scratcher grind frame by frame, trying to figure out the best frame. And then Kathy comes out. She's like, what are you doing? Because she can tell I'm just intensely looking at my phone.
Yeah.
And I'm in the hot tub and I'm like,
You show a
And she's
photo
like-
of your grind?
she's like, just now?
Yeah.
Yeah. And she's just like,
Yeah.
but happy for me.
Right. Okay, good.
Because I was done with it. I was clearly excited about it.
Yeah.
And that we put it away.
Yeah.
So there's that. But it was a funny scene.
Yeah, you're a fucking child.
The funny thing is I was actually looking for the right frame
Yeah.
because I knew she was in the house
Yeah.
and I was just going to text her that.
Yeah.
And then she's like, what are you like?
That's
I
what-
was about to send you this.
Like a child. Look what I did in the backyard without you knowing it. I can send it now because I'm still in one piece.
Ask for forgiveness, not permission.
Yeah. Yeah.
She actually had Miles follow me out there the first time I skated.
To just watch you?
Yeah.
I feel like that happens a lot.
I went out
around
like
here.
and I thought I was being kind of sneaky. I went out to my car to get my skateboard and they heard my skateboard drop on the ground. So then when I came around to the backyard and I was about to drop in, Miles comes out and he's like, Mom wants me to watch you.
Wow, nice work, Miles. Staying incognito.
And I was like, well, what are you going to do? Are you going to be my
Mom, he
coach
fell
or my
off. You should
first-
probably get an ambulance.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering was.
Same tone. Just
Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could.
someone should notify someone. It's
Yeah, you're
fair.
right. Yeah.
And I also feel like everyone enjoys watching you, as nervous as they are, but they like watching you are a child. You know, like your leg, you want it to heal. You want it to heal right now. And
Oh, you're
like,
talking about my family?
everybody? Yeah.
They're not that excited that I'm trying to get back out there that quick
No. Okay.
because they
Look.
see the fallout of that, and they see the lowlights. Like I'm only sharing the highlights. They see the lowlights, and they're like, "Why are you doing that to yourself?"
Right. People here are looking out for you too.
No, absolutely, yes.
I have heard a story or two about you going out there. Or same as when you do go out there, someone starts acting weird. I'm like, what? He's going out there. I'm like, I don't even have to ask any more questions. I know who you're talking about and I know what you're referring to. So, what do you want me to do? Tackle him? Like, won't that make it worse? Like, I'm like, all right, I'll fucking go stand there while he does it. Like, I'm not.
Wow.
And then I'm like, I get messages sometimes that that you're doing that. And I'm like,
Okay.
well, because they care. But I
I
also
know.
think
I know. I know.
I have a childish, inquisitive when
Nature?
I hear it because I want to go, what? How high up is he?
That's what I want to hear.
That's what I
That's
did.
why I'm doing it. Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
That's
Vert, it's a vert on vert. Nice. You know? And it's like, no, we're not telling you for you to say nice. And I'm like, what do you want? I'm on the freeway. What do we do? Put me on speakerphone. Tony, step away from the board. Like, the fuck?
That'll be funny. You get because we have cameras in here. You can actually talk through them. Security cameras.
Oh yeah,
give you the
but only in here. Oh, they should put the phone on the.
Yeah, and then you start yelling.
Tony, it's Jason. I'm on the freeway. Get off now. I see you.
Jason?
No. Because the first warning didn't work.
Jason, is that you?
Yes, it is. Now step away, fucking maniac. I think it's awesome. I love the passion, man. I think that's the beginning of dying when you don't have passion for something anymore. To the point of it's referred to childish because you're so full of life. You're like, childish. I'm trying to do it. Like a child would try and do it.
I suppose. Yep.
Unscarred, full of beans, ready to go.
Unscarred, not unscarred.
Well, not scarred enough to stop.
I had dinner with Rodney Mullen the other night. It was the first time I've seen him since the premiere of the doc. It was pretty fun.
How's he doing?
He's good.
Has he been traveling the world still?
Not recently, no.
He's back?
But skating every night in parking lots.
In the dark.
In the dark.
By himself.
Yeah. In places that are less than savory, I guess.
Yeah. That's the way he likes it, right?
Yeah. But he told me a couple news stories of people coming by either threatening or propositioning.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I want to hear the rest of that.
Yeah,
we got to get him back on. People love having him on here.
So great.
I feel like it's getting worse to be out in those areas.
I think you're right. Yeah. Actually, we did talk about that.
Yeah,
because it feels like things are just spreading.
It seems like the news is partly bullshit, but I have friends that live up here that have a lot of stories where they seem to think that if you have jewelry and you've got it on around there, you're an idiot.
Mm.
It's pretty much a wrap for anyone with a good watch or something.
Wow.
Right?
Scary.
Happened at the
I don't think Ronnie's very flashy, but
right. Which is
about that.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah. Yes. Yep.
Because the old gym I used to train at in Trinity off Melrose, it's like 20 feet off, and some dude had a watch, and two dudes just started shooting him, and he ran into his store where his brother works, and they shot up the store. No one got hit by any of the bullets, but
you were there?
No, but that's where I used to train all the time. And it was in the middle of the day, just full on like at people on the street
for a watch.
Yeah,
dude,
it's probably fake.
Wow, that's why they missed.
Yeah, I can't think of anything because you got to. I don't want to give anybody my stuff, but I also don't want to get shot. So it's real tough for me. I'd be like, man, no, but don't shoot me. I'm not giving you my shit.
Wow. Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't think I have a problem with just handing it over.
Right. That's probably what I should do if it happens. I try to stay as scary as possible, so I think I'm okay.
What's that?
I try to stay as scary as possible.
Is that why?
Yeah, well, no, it's to because I'm a terrified little child, and this is my exterior to keep people away. But also, it comes in handy for robberies.
This
actually
kind of works.
They're like, he looks like he might tell me to go fuck myself. I won't, but you don't know that.
Wow.
You never know. If I had a bad day, I might.
True.
Saw a car accident on the way here and filmed it.
How'd
Pretty
you film
cool.
it? You mean you filmed the aftermath?
Happened right like just as I got there. I don't understand how people crash on the freeway. It's going straight. What'd you do? You went left. How?
I feel like what happens is people will veer for whatever reason out of a lane and then panic and overcorrect.
Yeah.
I think that's the move.
Yeah.
It's like, wait, what? And then turn way too far.
Yep.
And then you're either tumbling or spinning out.
Right. Yeah, or somebody touches or gets real close and then you do the swerve thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Bad driving. Bad drivers, I should say.
You know what? It's hard. I mean, all of our kids are obviously, most of our kids are all driving out of the house on their own, have enough experience of driving and being aware of bad moves by people around them. But knowing that my daughter's coming of age to drive is so scary with the amount of distractions and the people, like you see people driving, they're just they're not driving.
I know. And they're not very good drivers to begin with.
Right.
It's like you got a drunk driver on the road who is talking to his grandmother on the phone, FaceTime. Like,
it just makes me worry for her because I know that she doesn't have the experience or the intuition that, oh, you don't want to get near that dude.
Right.
Like you can just tell the way that someone's in a lane. Like, I don't want to be next to him.
Yeah.
Right.
I always drive like I'm on a motorcycle. Like when you're on a motorcycle and you're changing lanes and going past people.
Always ready for the worst case scenario.
Yeah. You look, I look at the driver. Like, is he looking? Does he see me?
Yeah.
Because if he doesn't see me, I assume that he could just turn into my lane at any second. Yep. That way, like, my daughter's in the middle of getting it right now.
Oh, wow.
Like she got the written bit and she's got 2 more driving lessons and then she's good to go. I asked her yesterday, golf cart. I'm like, why don't you drive me down to the liquor store in the golf cart? I don't really want to. I'm like, you realize when you get your own car, you're going to have to drive it, right? Like, take me for a drive. I'll take it out of the driveway, but that'll do. And I'm like, how is she going to last?
Yeah.
But I'm sure there'll be because she's already jumped. At one point, it was like, I'm going to get around to it, but she didn't. And now she has. She's driving cars with somebody that is a driving instructor. I didn't think that was going to happen at one point. So I feel like in time, she'll be safe. But right now, like the first day she says, hey, I got it. Like, I'll see you later. I'll be like, oh my God, will you?
Yep.
I hope so.
I remember one of my kids wanted to teach me how to drive and he had been doing it a while. So he kind of had it, but then we were at this one stoplight and if you want to know what it was, it's La Costa and El Camino Real, but heading west, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so El Camino Real is like a highway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
El Camino Real, people are driving at least 55, not 60, if not 60, and it's like 3 lanes. So it's basically you're at a stoplight and there's a highway going past you.
Right.
And then we were going right, and he just went to go right with all this traffic hauling ass. There was no break in the traffic. And I was like, what are you doing? What are you doing? He goes, wasn't there a lane for me when I turned right? And I was like, no, there's no lane.
No.
There's death and destruction for us if you go right now.
Yeah.
And like he was frustrated. No, there's no, these people, they have all the lanes. You can't break through the barrier of this. It was scary, but thankfully I got to teach them that lesson.
I mean, we've all been there, right? Like maybe I can't remember it, but I'm sure there was times where I just didn't understand the roads.
Yeah.
I got lucky.
I remember my dad yelling at me because I learned how to drive in a standard transmission, stick shift, obviously. Yeah. And my dad would not have had it any other way. Nice. And I was coming out of the exit and I was trying to downshift and I couldn't get it into gear because I wasn't doing the speed shifting thing, Yeah. And it wouldn't. I'm like, it won't go. And he's like, hit the brakes. And I'm just coming in hot into an exit turn. And I remember defending myself. Like I couldn't get into gear. And he's like, I don't care. Deal with what we're doing right here and now.
You weren't looking in front of you.
Yeah, just trying to get into gear and but still combative about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, she wouldn't go into gear. And he's
I
just
do.
like, that's not the issue here.
Yeah. I know exactly how that is. I have a 17-year-old daughter.
Yeah. Yes.
There's never a point proven, ever.
No. There are times when same. My daughter will argue a point. I'm just like, no, that's not based in reality.
Right.
It doesn't work for me.
And my daughter's already way smarter than me, so
that's hard.
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah.
Like arguments where even if she doesn't make sense, she can still just turn it in. I'm like, I don't know, probably. Okay. You're probably right.
I think I
again.
experienced that recently. My daughter was talking about a math problem, and I was like, "It's like this." She's like, "It's not like that." Like, oh, it's been a while. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't even get asked that question. There's
I
never
did
been a
excel in
homework.
math. I just quit doing it.
Yeah, I didn't. Did you really? You excelled?
Yeah,
You
I
were
mean, I
good at
was
school?
I was in advanced courses, but then once I was out of school, I was like, well, I don't know. Do I need any calculus in my life?
You don't like it?
I did like it. I didn't like when it was less about the. I liked it when there were concrete answers to problems. I didn't like it when it was like theoretical things.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, I need. Is it A or B?
Right.
That's it. That's what I want to know.
I can get down with that. But you were good at it and you liked it.
Yeah.
And then I'm not interested in it at all as soon as you were.
Well, I did in the sense of real world applications, like building ramps, things like that. Like I got to use that. I mean, because I built, like my dad and I built, and our friends built all those ramps we had in Fallbrook. And at one point, so my ramp in Fallbrook, the original ramp was 11.5-foot transition with a 1.5 foot.
Mm-hmm.
No, sorry, it was 11-foot transition with 1.5 foot, which at the time was huge.
Yeah.
Right, 11-foot,
Yeah.
big. But it got so weathered that it just got slow, and so you couldn't take advantage of that big transition. It just was like you're fighting to get speed all the time. So I wanted to build. This is pretty crazy. I wanted to build a ramp that was smaller. So I wanted to have like 10.5 with a 1.5 foot.
Yeah.
And so my dad's like, we can't just tear down the ramp. It's like a boat.
Yeah.
And so he designed, this is crazy. He designed a transition inside the transition. So we left the ramp as is,
Yeah.
the surface, and then he built templates that were 10.5 transitions
into
here
the old ramp
and 11 here. And then that went in and then all the way across the wall. And then we had all the 2x4s or 2x6s, and then we resurfaced that. So we surfaced that.
Was it?
It was awesome for
like
a year.
And then what?
It was masonite, so it got wrecked, and then I didn't have any money after that.
Do you have tops?
Yeah, but
they don't work.
We were lazy too.
Oh.
You're not gonna plan for rain.
It doesn't rain very often here, right?
I know, but then it starts raining, and what am I gonna go run and put a tarp up in the rain? No.
Because you could have done
effort. That. Yeah. I got movies to watch. I don't know. I don't know. So,
shit.
But that we did that, and it was amazing, right? But it also changed. Like we had a spine, so that screwed up the spine because the coping did no longer match the spine, so there was a gap.
Oh, okay.
Right. So then we ended up redoing the bowl up top too. It was like a whole thing.
Yeah.
But why I'm telling you this in details because when we tore down the ramp, it was a nightmare.
Because you had to tear down
two ramps built within each other.
Because you have to get the first one off, right?
Yeah. It sucked. And my dad, because he was trying to save money, if you got recyclable dumpsters, they were cheaper to rent.
Yeah.
So we had them recyclable for wood. So he wanted us, when we were tearing it down, to remove all the screws and nails. And we had nail gunned the first layer.
Yeah. So you have to bash them all out.
Nail guns. Yeah. They go way deep.
Yeah.
Countersunk. So we had to tear down all that stuff. And then because he, and we would fill this dumpster. It was like one of those, not a dumpster like you have in the kind that's on a trailer, like the really long one.
Yeah.
And so we would fill that, and then someone come pick it up. We filled it like 10 times.
You get paid for it.
I can't. Yeah. Or it was super cheap. I think we might've get paid for it, but then we would send my dad off to get lunch.
Yeah.
Sometimes. And then we would just go to town. Like we would just cut sections of it and just dump them all in there.
With nails
and screws and everything. Yeah. And then we would cover it with clean looking plies. And then he'd come back and he'd be like, "You guys got all that?" Yeah. We're just going.
Yeah. Bullshit artists.
I remember the last time we filled it, same thing. We sent my dad to go get food. And then there was one corner of the bowl section that was still up, and it was right at the edge of where. So the landscape of where the ramp was actually the vert ramp was here, and then the dirt went up, like the hillside went up into the mini ramp. So it was actually the landscape worked for the ramp design. And so there's just one corner up on the cliff of the bowl that remained, and we are supposed to be carefully dismantling it. And we went up there and just tossed it over the side. It just came crashing down, just exploded, and then we just grabbed all the pieces, threw them in the dumpster.
Well,
we're done.
Well, he was at lunch.
Yeah,
nice. Have you ever wanted to be muscly?
I don't know. I guess I never really. Yeah.
Just trying to ask different questions.
What?
Because I was thinking about being muscly, and I was like, why did I never get to that?
In those days, I was surfing quite a bit.
Yeah.
And I definitely, had like, I was more fit in the way that I was like, oh, I don't mind walking around with my shirt off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, I wasn't like, but definitely was like, oh yeah. Like,
but you could notice it was not a bad look.
Fit, yeah.
And you've never been interested in trying to do that again?
I maybe if I hadn't gotten hurt.
Well, now would be the time.
I guess it would be the time, right? Yeah.
Because you could do upper body.
Yeah. I am swimming a lot with this.
Yeah. How can you kick?
I can swim.
Oh, okay. You tread water with it?
Yeah.
That doesn't hurt.
It right in the beginning it clicks a lot, but then it loosens up, and I've been swimming ever since that fateful day.
Yeah.
I've been swimming every day, like, I don't know, 10 laps.
And it's helping.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm walking. You saw me walking.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, I don't know why. I feel like it's kind of boring, and that's what stopped me. Like if you could lift weights and there was like something else.
But you work out. I mean, isn't that?
Yeah, but I'm like more.
The goal is not about your physique.
If you get bulk, you're not there's not much fluidity in your punches and stuff if you get too big. And every time I ever tried to do it, I would always still train. And when you do leg day, your legs are dead for like, they're not good the next day or the day after. And I would go to the boxing gym and I'm like, man, I'm paying for this, my coach to train me.
Yeah.
And I can't do what I could do like 5 days ago because my legs are dead. So I gave up.
So when you do that, I'm curious about this because my left leg, my left calf is way bigger than my right.
From pushing?
From pumping.
Because there's more weight on your back leg?
Yeah.
See, I always thought it was because I pushed, because my back leg's bigger than my front leg.
Right.
Like noticeable.
No, it's from pumping.
Oh.
That's why I was wondering if do you balance that out with your workout stuff?
When I've had like a proper strength and conditioning coach, yes. Like
but they can tell, oh, your leg is small.
Yeah.
So if I wear shorts and you look at my legs, it's like, what is going on, Popeye?
People would always point that out.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it's way noticeable.
Yeah.
Is it too late to make? Can we get jacked, or are we too old?
I think we could. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just our heads that stay old. Because when old dudes, when you see old dudes in the fitness commercial, and I'm like, his head looks like it's 90, and he has abs. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Is that a real dude? About. I always thought that those dudes were always fit jack guys.
Maybe you can find a happy medium where you still look kind of old, but you're not so outrageously cut that it doesn't match.
Right. That's what. Well, there will be a pocket of that if I can get jacked soon.
Okay.
Because right now my head's holding on, but I don't know. I don't feel good about it in like 5 years.
You're getting injected, so
I don't think it's gonna. I don't know. We'll see. It's more for the show. I have show. I don't know if I can. Yeah, I can. Yeah, I'll do it. My wife got her lips like puffed up or whatever it is that you get, and the person she went to, some cool, I don't know, people that go there are famous people and shit, and she showed me all like the facelifts and stuff, and I was like, whoa, I would do that. She's like, you should do it, which means she knows I look old. Otherwise, she'd say no.
Oh, wow.
That's my theory. So I would do that too.
Is this some trap question?
I don't think you should do it.
What's that?
You don't You just look like you're all right.
Oh, this is what you see is what you get. This
Yeah, I
is
don't
what's
think you
happening.
look
I'm not
bad.
Well, I know I look old, and that's fine, but I'm not trying to fight it.
Yeah. See, I am. Well, I don't even know if I'm trying to. I just feel like if I look handsome, maybe I'll be better at stuff.
What?
Because I'll see it. And I'll be like, you look like you could still do a 540.
Oh my God, that is the
It's a bad theory. you don't think if you look
that is the
youthful?
strangest approach.
I'm just trying.
Hmm.
And
If I got a facelift, I could probably still do 720s.
I feel like it would definitely be a good day to go for one.
Wow.
Right after your facelift, as long as it worked.
I think at some point I heard so much, I would say in the last 15 years, I heard so much like, oh, Tony Hawk got old. Like I heard that through social media and whatnot, that at some point I just embraced that. I was like, yeah, I'm old, but I can still do this.
Yeah.
And so I was proud of that, you know?
Yeah.
Because it was very much like, it was more, the vibe was, oh, I'm disappointed because now he looks old, or now he looks like some average middle-aged dude or whatever it is. And I wholeheartedly accept that because I was able to just still bust out, you know, on a vert ramp or on my skateboard and look young. And so I was stoked on that.
Right. I see that angle.
So it wasn't like I was trying to fight the aging process.
Right.
Because it was just like, yeah, sure.
I think I'm just lying and I'm narcissistic. I think I just want to look good.
Yeah.
I think that's one of those curses. Because I think it would be way better if I could be like, hell yeah, bring on the wrinkles.
It's good that you're transparent about it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's good that you would say, come out and say it instead of like doing it like, I didn't do anything. I don't have anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I think if I wasn't married, nobody would date me. Because I'm too honest. Like I feel like I can get away with it. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah,
What do you mean? That girl wanted to take his saddle ranch.
Yeah. She was really drunk though. See what I mean? I bet you she wouldn't want to take me to Saddle Ranch in the morning.
You never know.
You never know. There's some dumb people out there.
You have value. You have stuff to offer. It's not just about your look. Jesus. You're a good provider.
Oh, wow. I'm that ugly? You just said I'm a good provider.
You're a pretty good provider.
Man, I got to get a face.
Oh, is that the mark?
That's for sure. That was the biggest pat on the back of you're ugly I've ever had.
Provider. Yeah. I never thought of it that way.
I mean, think about it. You provide for your family, you hideous bastard.
I like to think I'm a good provider. I didn't think of it with it has to go hand in hand.
Well, I notice how I didn't say you're a good provider. I said you looked good. That's what you could have said instead of saying I could. Well, Jace, you still provide.
No, what I'm saying is you're desirable. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh my God. I feel like I just caught like, it's like some catch-22
that is
conversation.
The most fun. Hey, make sure that's a promo for me. You don't have to post it. I need that for the rest of my life. I'll post that once a week on Instagram. Be like, Tony thinks I'm hot. What's up?
Is that what I said?
That's what I got from it.
Oh.
It's a roller coaster right now. I'm not sure which one to believe. Am I a good provider or am I still attractive? Find out next episode, you guys.
Best of both worlds.
Yeah. But tell me honestly when I come back from Colombia if I look better.
Okay.
All right?
I'm not the best judge of that, but I'll try.
Just be honest. Be like, I don't know. Did you? And I'll be like, fuck.
Barely have wrinkles. Like, what are you talking about?
Dude, it's getting puffy. I got like, whatever. I used to be fucking handsome. That's the problem, you know?
I guess I never told myself that, so I don't have that to.
Yeah, you were never ridiculously handsome. I was ridiculously handsome.
Okay.
And then when I first came over here, had an Australian accent and ridiculously handsome.
Yeah, you told us you had many advantages.
Those were great times, let me tell you. And now I got to like bring up that I'm a great provider. I don't know if you knew the skills, but
I don't know if that is I don't know if that's an opening line.
I get it though.
What's up? How are you? I'm a good provider.
Yeah, I feel like having
I did meet a guy once that it was on this obnoxious trip with a lot of wealthy people, but this dude literally would upon first conversation or like the first few sentences you say to him, he would tell you his net worth.
Was he ugly?
I don't. No, not really. But it was just it was like, why would you do? I don't care.
That seems like the kind of place where all those people are saying that. Am I wrong?
No, this guy was an outlier for sure.
Okay.
Most of them like to keep it on the deal because they don't want anyone to presume that they are going to like invest in their company.
Yeah.
Or that they or somehow living modestly on money that they should. You know, it's just there's so many facets to it.
Mm-hmm.
But this guy was straight up like, "Oh, hey, I'm da da da, and I live in da da da, and my bank account is this," and it was like, dude. Mostly to girls.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Look, to be honest, this is as close as I can get, but I have a golf cart because I live near the beach, and my golf cart has rims and tires and it has speakers and it's lifted. It's got like accessories on it. It's a fucking fancy golf cart. Sorry. I wish go-karts were legal.
Yes.
So anyway, but when I drive my golf cart around Hermosa Beach, not only if you have a golf cart, you're a rich person in Hermosa Beach. And if you have a new one that's lifted, you're incredibly successful and probably a sensational provider. And when I drive it around, I feel like it's almost like I feel accomplished. Like when people are like looking,
they turn their heads and like,
if they give me the up and down at the light, like, what the hell? He's got a golf cart? And I'll be like, yeah, I made it. What'd you do? I feel it.
Yeah.
So I feel like maybe
Don't you feel like that in your regular car?
Yeah,
because you drive a nice car.
Yeah, but see what I mean? I'm trying to there's some insecurities. It's weird because I don't have a little penis.
The golf cart is the gold standard.
Yeah.
Not the BMW house.
Well, I live in California. Everyone's got a fucking nice car here. You don't look. One, golf cart's legal on the street. I just never thought I'd grow up where I could live in a place where you can drive a golf cart on the street. And
you should get a fake license plate for the golf cart that says "Good Provider."
Oh, that doesn't fit.
I'm a provider.
Just provider.
Yeah.
I'll talk to my wife about that. But I do feel like she finds me more attractive.
Provider.
Yes,
I'm in that video.
What?
I'm in the video for that song.
What song?
NERD, Provider.
What are you doing in it?
I'm a clerk at a convenience store.
I saw that.
Travis Barker too.
Yeah, that's right.
Don't tell me you don't know what you see when you're looking at a motherfucker just like me. I'm a provider, girl. Hey, listen. I said, don't tell me you don't know what you see when you're looking at a motherfucker just like me. I'm a rider, girl.
Anyway,
you get around, dude.
Sidetrack.
Yeah, but I feel like my wife thinks I'm more attractive when I drive my golf cart.
That's it.
That's me.
That's all you had to say. Not that you're getting vibes and looks. It's like if your wife is digging it, then yes.
Yeah, because my wife is also like a mongrel like me. Like we came from we came from Shitville, you know what I mean?
Got it.
Shitanapolis or whatever. and we're in Hermosa Beach with a golf cart. Like we look like what should really be driving.
You got aligned values.
It's the biggest fuck you ever.
That's
it's like, look at these shitheads.
Yeah.
Am I? Look at who's got a raised golf cart? There's like 3 of them in this town. I got one.
Wow.
Bumping my system.
Sick.
You should come to the beach with me. It's pretty cool. It's pretty powerful.
Okay.
You'd probably think to yourself, I'd be more attractive. Like you would see me.
Like I'll think of myself as more attractive.
No, you think I'm more attractive than I am right now.
Oh, I see.
You'd be like, wow,
I don't know how that's possible, Jason.
did he get hotter? Why am I saying
it's
this?
Just not. It's just not possible.
Right. Edit that with the other bit. Well, I can describe assholes. We'll be back next week.
See ya. Get handsome.